Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here and we are kicking off week 2 of the Leaders Trials in Pastoria City as the Water type Cascade are hosting the Akala captures, and this first semi-trial matchup will have huge ramifications as the Water types come in with that massive type advantage that they are looking to capitalize on. So let us know in the comments below who you think will win this matchup. Will it be the Water types or will it be the Rock types? Let's send it down. Now, last time these two sides faced off, Greninja got 4 eliminations, whereas the Rock types only got 2, and it will be Tyranitar and Garganacl starting out for the Akala captures. It is Dondozo and Inteleon starting out for the Pastoria Cascade, as that Sandstorm does get kicked up from Tyranitar's Sandstream ability, and the takedown is not very effective from Inteleon. Onto the pseudo legendary as Tyranitar is going to respond with the final gambit. It is going to take itself out of this matchup, but it is also going to take down Inteleon with it. So already we have our first eliminations from this match, both sides losing one Pokemon, as that Aurora Veil is going to fail from Dondozo. This allows Garganacl to try and capitalize, and it goes with the Tickle, so it is going to lower those physical stats of Dondozo here, and it does have that massive 100 base attack and the 115 base defense, as it does take damage from the Sandstorm. And out comes Clawitzer for the Pastoria Cascade. It is Lycanroc coming out for the Akala captures, and it was embroiled in some massive controversy the last time it faced off against the Pastoria Cascade. It starts off with the Hyper Voice. It is on the receiving end of the Barbarage, which is not very effective there from Clawitzer. It's followed up by the Bleak Wind Storm from Dondozo, not very effective on either of the two Rock type Pokemon, but it is going to lower the speed of Garganacl there, who does look to respond with the super effective Bullet Seed. It is focusing in on Dondozo here with this multi-hit move. It will only connect 2 times, but still with that super effective damage chipping away there. And speaking of chipping away, that Sandstorm is chipping away here at the Pastoria Cascades. Clawitzer and Dondozo, Lycanroc in its midnight form, going with the Roar of Time onto Clawitzer here. A massive hit, and Clawitzer is going to look to respond with the Metal Claw, going for Garganacl. Super effective hit there on Garganacl. And Dondozo looking to follow up, goes with the Axe Kick onto Lycanroc. Massive, super effective damage. Lycanroc is in knockout range, is able to hold on. The Thrash in response from Garganacl, though, is a critical hit and eliminates Dondozo from this matchup. So already the Akala capsules are doing just as good as they did back in round 7 when these two sides faced off, and there's Clawitzer still feeling the effects of the Sandstorm, as out comes Iron Bundle now with that speed advantage, immediately going for the Roost, but it is already at full strength, so that is going to fail. And Lycanroc does have to recharge, which opens the door for a Cotton Guard from Clawitzer here on the field. So it is going to boost its defense a great deal. But Garganacl continuing to thrash about on the field, going for Iron Bundle. Gets a great hit, but now Garganacl is going to be left confused due to the fatigue of thrashing about. Let's hope it doesn't do damage to itself in the process, as that Sandstorm is still doing damage here on the field. And Iron Bundle is going to go with the Vice Grip, trying to finish off Lycanroc, but Lycanroc is able to hold on off that not very effective move, and it is going to respond with the Soak, but this is not going to work. They are facing the Water type side, and Clawitzer with the Meteor Mash, going for Garganacl. Super effective hit there, and Garganacl could follow it up by doing damage to itself. It does need to shake this off, because it looks like the Akala captures are in control, and it is going to bring the Thunder, and Iron Bundle is eliminated with that super effective move. The Akala captures are definitely in control, having taken out 3 of the Pastoria Cascades Pokemon already, and finally that Sandstorm has subsided, as out comes Raichu for the Pastoria Cascade. The Terrestrial Pokemon for the Water type side. This Surfing Raichu is fantastic sight to see taking place on the field. We'll see if it can bring what the Pastoria Cascade need to get back into game 1 of this best of 3 series. And with that speed advantage, it is going to torment Lycanroc here, so it will be subjected to that torment. We will see it struggle soon on the field, but before that, it is going to go with the Night Days. Gets a really good hit there on the Alolan Raichu, also lowering its accuracy in the process, and Clawitzer is going to respond with the Burning Bulwark. It is going to try and protect itself on the field here, as Garganacl still in a confused state. It does need to shake this off, and it is successful, going with the Shadow Ball, but Clawitzer is successful in protecting itself. Luckily for Garganacl, that was not a physical type move. And Raichu now with the Prismatic Laser, capitalizing on its part Psychic Type, is going to eliminate Garganacl from this matchup. That is exactly what the Pasteuracast need, getting their second one on the board, although it is kind of their first, because Tyranitar did take itself out, but now Lycanroc is going to struggle, going for Raichu. Great hit, but the recoil damage is also going to eliminate Lycanroc from this matchup, leveling the playing field. Practically a huge play, as the Powder Snow is going to fail from Kaluta because it has no target on the field at the moment. But out comes Arcanine for the Akala captures, and it is going to be joined by Iron Thorns, and this is a Hisuian Arcanine with that Intimidate ability, lowering the physical attack stats of the two Water-type Pokemon on the field. But Raichu, having to recharge after that Prismatic Laser, allows the Eerie spell from Arcanine to eliminate Kaluta from this matchup. That is a perfect response by the Fire Rock type, and Iron Thorns is looking to follow it up with the Sing, trying to put Raichu to sleep with that majestic voice, but unfortunately Raichu is able to avoid that attack, and out comes Floatzel for the Pasteura Cascade. And immediately it's going to go with the Spore, and this is going to put Iron Thorns to sleep on the field now. So Arcanine is going to have to do all the heavy lifting. But before that, Raichu is going to go for the Dragon Dance, so it is going to boost its speed. So you have to think it's just going to make itself quicker than Floatzel. But it also boosts that physical attack in the process, as Arcanine now is going to go with the Poison Tail onto Raichu. Raichu was able to hold on, but only by a thread. However, Iron Thorns is fast asleep, which is what Raichu needs, because it is going to be able to capitalize on that boosted speed. And it goes for another Dragon Dance, boosting that attack yet again, boosting that speed even more. Not that that matters. It is the attack that it needs to capitalize on. However, it is such an easy target. It needs to be careful. We get the Bug Buzz now from Floatzel. Great hit there onto Iron Thorns. And Arcanine is going to go with the rest, trying to put itself to sleep, but it is at full strength, so that is going to fail. And speaking of sleeping Pokemon, Iron Thorns is still snoozing away on the field. This allows Raichu to actually go with the Cotton Guard, so now it's going to boost its defense a great deal, but it is not capitalizing on that boosted attack, and we get the Iron Tail onto Arcanine. A fantastic hit there from Floatzel, also lowering the physical defense of Arcanine, who is going to go with the Explosion and leaping into the center of the field. It takes out Raichu. It's not very effective on its teammate Iron Thorns, but Floatzel is able to hold on, however barely, and it is all by itself. It has two rock types to contend with as they look to take game one here. This will be a massive upset, and Iron Thorns has awoken. It could capitalize here. It sets up a Misty Terrain though, seeing Floatzel all by itself. It clearly was still dazed and confused, waking up from that nice slumber that it had. But out comes Spiritomb onto the side of the Akala captures, and with that pressure ability, it will be exerting that over Floatzel. But it is also the Terrestrial Pokemon for the Akala captures, so it's going to take on that fantastic rock typing. And we have seen Iron Thorns and Spiritomb clash a little bit in the last few games, but they do have the numbers advantage right now, as Floatzel has the speed advantage going with the Apple Cutter, super effective on Spiritomb. Spiritomb holds on though, but it is in knockout range. Iron Thorns, however, not going to let anything happen, going with the Circle Star, eliminates Floatzel from this matchup, and the Akala captures have actually taken game one here in Pastoria City, as we get a game reset, and the Akala captures will now have their hidden abilities, as out comes Samurott and Greninja. Oh no, we've seen these two clash before for the Pastoria Cascade. It will be Colossal and Avalugg in its Hisuian form, staying out for the Akala captures. And we get the focus energy immediately from Greninja at this critical point in the game. It is getting pumped. Samurott, looking to follow it up, is going to go with the Belly Drum. So it is going to cut into its health to maximize that attack. We'll see if it can capitalize on that, as Avalugg is going to go with the Dragon Tail and actually send Samurott back to the bench. And out gets dragged Inteleon onto the field, and Colossal, looking to capitalize, is going to go with the role play here, but unfortunately that does fail. This will open the door for Greninja to try and capitalize, going with the Noble Roar, focusing in on that heavily physical Avalugg, lowering that attack stat there, as well as that special attack, and Avalugg does have that 127 base attack, as in we get the Eruption from Inteleon, but Colossal's Flash Fire will be activated, boosting those fire type moves, but Avalugg takes massive damage there, being part Ice type. It is going to respond with the Esper Wing onto Inteleon, gets a good chip damage in there, and Avalugg is actually going to boost its speed. I don't see it moving quicker than Inteleon though, as the Body Slam though from Colossal onto Greninja, a fantastic hit, and Greninja is going to respond with the Will-O-Wisp, but yet again that Flash Fire ability prevents it from affecting Colossal, and Inteleon is going to go with the Dire Claw here, trying to take out Avalok. Not very effective, very minimal damage there, and Avalok is going to respond with the Bulk Up. So now it's going to boost that physical attack here, as well as boosting that physical defense, which is even more impressive at base 184. But we get the Flower Trick. This is a very critical play by Colossal onto Inteleon. And for the second game in a row, they have taken out Inteleon very early. This could be really crucial for the Akala Capsules, having Inteleon off this field yet again as it back out on the field comes Samurott. Greninja and Samurott do need to work together, as Greninja is going to go with the Harden, boosting those physical defenses, and now Samurott is going to follow it up with the Play Rough, immediately taking out Avalok. This is a fantastic response by the Pastoria Cascade, leveling the playing field. Colossal, though, is going to go with the Air Slash on a Greninja, gets a really good hit there, and now out comes Dreadnought for the Akala Capsules. And Greninja still boosting those defenses, goes with the Iron Defense, boosting that physical defense that even more, and Dreadnought is going to go with the Blast Burn on the Samurott. Samurott is able to hold on after that not very effective move, barely though, and it is now going to go with the Rock Slide. However, Dreadnought is able to avoid that attack, also not so lucky, and it is super effective on the part Flyer type, who is looking to respond with the Water Pulse, and this will surely eliminate Samurott, and that it does. It wasn't very effective, but effective enough to get the job done. As out comes Basculegion now for the Pastoria Cascade, and Greninja is going to go with the Hydro Cannon now on to Dreadnought. Dreadnought is able to hold on by a thread. Basculegion could follow it up though with the Crush Chop, and it does the 1-2 combination. That's super effective move, yet again leveling the playing field between the Akala Capsules and the Pastoria Cascade here. But now we get the Electro Ball from Colossal on the Greninja. Perfect response, because Greninja is eliminated by that super effective move. It is not able to get 4 eliminations here in this matchup, as out comes Floatzel now for the Pastoria Cascade. It is Tyranitar with that Unnerve ability coming out for the Akala Capsules. We get the Infernal Parade from Floatzel onto Colossal, followed up by Basculegion going with the extra sensory. Clearly they want Colossal off this field, because that's who they're focusing on. Tyranitar though is going to go with the Jaw Lock now on for some massive damage there, and neither of them can run away. Not that they were looking to do so. Colossal is going to follow it up there with the Endeavor, but it has too much health at the moment, so it's not going to affect Floatzel. And Floatzel is going to go with the Leech Life. Super effective hit there on the Tyranitar, cutting heavily into its health, but also Floatzel is going to take some of it for itself, draining that energy from Tyranitar. And Basculegion is going to follow it up with the Leech Seed, planting those seeds around Tyranitar, who is going to have its health sapped by those Leech Seeds. And now we get the Pollen Puff from Tyranitar onto Floatzel, and Floatzel has been eliminated by the Pseudo Legendary, and Colossal is going to follow it up with the Acid now onto Basculegion, taking its first damage of the match. It is not very effective, and there is that Leech Seed affecting Tyranitar for the first time, sapping that health and giving it to Basculegion. And that does look like it gets it back to full strength, as well as out comes Iron Bundle now for the Pastoria Cascade. And immediately it goes with the Memento. This is a terrible play. Why would you do this? You are the last Pokemon for the Pastoria Cascade. You are leaving Basculegion all by itself to lower those attack stats of Colossal. Basculegion has huge weight on its shoulders right now. On its fins. Goes with the Thrash on the Colossal. Not very effective. And Tyranitar is going to respond with the Struggle Bug. There are 4 rock types the Basculegion has to contend with. It does have the type advantage, as it has its special attack lowered. Colossal though with the Trop Kick, this will be super effective, but it doesn't actually do a great deal of damage to Basculegion, who again having that attack stat lowered now, as that Leech Seed is still sapping the health of Tyranitar, which Basculegion needs all the health it can muster at the moment, as it continues to thrash about on the field, and it will take Colossal out of this matchup with that not very effective critical hit, and that is a very critical time. There are now 3 rock types remaining. Basculegion needs to have the game of a lifetime, otherwise the Pastoria Cascade will be out of contention. Continuing in the victory road will be gone for them, as the guard swap now from Tyranitar. It is going to switch all those changes to their defense and special defense with Basculegion. And there's that Leech Seed, still sapping the health of Tyranitar, which has been great for Basculegion. It could work its way back into this, as again out comes Spiritomb, and immediately terrestrializing into that rock typing. Taking on this spectacular form. Could this be the Akala Capsule's time? Will they advance to the final trial? This could be their moment, but Basculegion again still with the speed advantage. It is in a confused state. It needs to shake it off, and it is successful. And now it's going with the Outrage, going for Tyranitar, taking out the Pseudo Legendary. This is exactly what Basculegion needs to do. It is keeping on the offensive. However, We do get the Horn Attack attempt from Spiritomb, but it should know better because it's normally a Ghost type. Now out comes Lycanroc for the Akala Capsules, and immediately with the speed advantage, it is going to go for the spin out onto Basculegion. This won't be very effective, but it does get a good hit there onto Basculegion, and it is going to greatly lower that speed of Lycanroc. It could actually give the speed advantage back to Basculegion, which it really needs to shake off this confusion, as well as it continues the outrage. This time going for Spiritomb, gets a good hit. Spiritomb is looking to respond with the double hit, continuing to go for moves that do not affect the part Ghost type Basculegion. And Basculegion has snapped out of its confusion here, as it is going to go with the blast, the burn onto Lycanroc. Not very effective though. Lycanroc is going to respond with the Gigaton Hammer. It brings the hammer down there. Not very effective on Basculegion. Does get a good hit though. And it follow up with the Glaive Rush from Spiritomb. And Basculegion is eliminated. The Akala Capsules with 2-0. Yet again, they will be advancing to the final trial. I cannot believe that they were able to run through the water types like this. This was a fantastic showing, and next week they will be facing either the Flying Fortree Tempest or the Electric Lumiose Glitches. But that is unbelievable. A fantastic showing by the Akala Capsules, as they will continue to be the away side with their regular abilities. But we will be continuing into our exhibition matchup here between the water types and the rock types. The Pastoria Cascade are going to try and get themselves a little bit of redemption, as out comes Avalok and Arcanine for the Akala Capsules. It is Greninja and Samurott coming out for the Pastoria Cascade, and let's see if they can get along for the last time this season, as they both have their attack stats lowered from Arcanine's Intimidate. Greninja is immediately going to change into the Dragon type with that Protein ability, going with the Dragon Breath, gets a great hit there onto Avalok and has left it paralyzed, as well as we have the two Hisuian Pokemon on the side of the Akala Capsules. Arcanine though with its own Dragon type move, going with the Roar time, but Samurott is able to avoid that attack. It surely should have gone for Greninja. And there's the superpower from Samurott, a super effective hit there onto Arcanine, but Samurott is going to lower its physical stats here to connect with that super power, and Avalok is unable to move due to its paralysis, which is great for the Pastoria Cascade. They are trying to get a little bit of redemption here as the power gem now from the Dragon type. Greninja is going to eliminate Avalok with that super effective move. A fantastic start for the water types. And the spit up from Arcanine is going to fail. It has not gone for a stockpile in this match, and this allows the Ancient Power from Samurott onto Arcanine. Is super effective, completing the huge play. Where was this teamwork from these two all season, as out comes Garganacl, and it is going to be joined by Colossal. They may have gotten themselves an Elite Four berth if they had been working like this together, as that not very effective Powder Snow on both rock types is followed up by Samurott going with the Prismatic Laser on the Colossal. A fantastic connection on the part Fire type there. And Garganacl is going to respond with the Fake Out onto Samurott there. Gets a good hit. Colossal is following it up with the Feather Dance, also focusing in on Samurott, greatly lowering that attack stat. Greninja again, that Dragon type, and is going to go with the Heart Swap onto Colossal, which is going to switch their stat changes here. And Samurott does have to recharge after that Prismatic Laser, allowing Garganacl to go with the Glare, which is going to leave the Unovian Pokemon paralyzed here on the field, which is going to slow it down, but also may make it unable to move. And Colossal is going to go with the Baton Pass, feeling like it's had enough of this best of 3 series. It is going to go back to the bench, and out in its place comes Dreadnought, as Greninja is going to set up for the Sky attack. It does become correct in that harsh light as those wings fly up high into the sky. It is still in the field, it is Greninja, so it can be targeted. The Rock Tomb now on a Samurott. A great hit there from Dreadnought, lowering Samurott's speed as well. It's even slower than Garganacl now, who goes with the Icicle Crash. This is super effective, and a one-hit wonder. That super effective critical hit does eliminate Greninja from this matchup. The Akala Capsules are trying to go 3-0 here. But first, Samurott with the Wave Crash onto its fellow water type. Dreadnought is able to take that move better than I imagine Garganacl would have, as out comes Basculegion with that Mold Breaker ability onto the side of the Pastoria Cascade, and also with the speed advantage, immediately going with the Whirlwind. This is going to send Dreadnought back to the bench, and being dragged out onto the field is Iron Thorns, and remember, it has that part Electric type in which the Pastoria Cascade do not want to have to deal with. The Spirit Shackle from Garganacl on to Samurott, and Samurott is eliminated from this matchup, leveling the playing field of this exhibition game. Out comes Kaluta for the Pastoria Cascade, and Basculegion with the Quiver Dance now on the field. It is going to boost that special attack, which is base 100, as well as that special defense and its speed, although it's already the quickest on the field. And now we get the Giga Drain from Iron Thorn. Super effective hit there onto Clawitzer. Clawitzer is going to respond with the present though onto Garganacl, and Garganacl resists that move greatly, and it responds with the Hydro Pump onto Basculegion, also resisted by the Water Ghost type, who is going to respond now with the Clear Smog going for Garganacl. Garganacl continues to tank these not very effective moves as all stat changes have been eliminated. And now Iron Thorns with the Yawn looking to put Basculegion to sleep. It is going to grow drowsy on this turn, and Clawitzer is going to go with the Mortal Spin, connecting with both Garganacl and Iron Thorns for not very effective damage, but Iron Thorns is left poisoned. It is going to feel the effects of that status condition as Garganacl with the ally switch. It's going to switch places with Iron Thorns on the field here. We already know all 6 Pokemon in this last game of the Akala Capsules, as Iron Thorns is hurt by its poison, and I cannot believe working their way from 12th place as well as the Petal Blizzard is super effective on everyone on the field. From Basculegion, Iron Thorns with the Blue Flare on the Basculegion is not very effective, and Clawitzer is going to go with the Ice Punch now onto Garganacl, gets the critical hit as well, putting Garganacl in knockout range, who is going to respond with the Bubble Beam. This won't be very effective however on Basculegion, but as I said, the Akala Capsules working their way from 12th place in the Victory Road series. They are working their way through these leaders trials, which is so impressive to see as Basculegion does fall asleep on the field. I do look forward to seeing how they go in the final trial, and if they can work their way through to the championship series. Powder Snow now from Iron Thorns, not very effective on the Water types. Quartz is able to hold on by a thread and goes with the double edge. It's going to get the recoil damage going for Iron Thorns, not very effective. The recoil damage is going to take Quartz out of this matchup. The Akala Capsules have actually taken the lead in this exhibition game. That Crush Grip from Garganacl is not going to affect Basculegion as Iron Thorns continues to feel the effects of its poison, being put into knockout range now. And now out comes Raichu for the last time. We are going to see it terrestrialize into this fantastic water form that we've gotten to see Raichu take throughout this season. It has had some really good showings, and we'll see if it can bring it here in this exhibition game. This Surfing Raichu, as Basculegion has awoken on the field. It is going to go with the Psych Up. It is going to copy those stat changes of Garganacl. And Raichu is going to look to follow it up with the Uproar, starting to cause this uproar on the field. It will not do enough damage to take Iron Thorns out as it begins to cause this uproar. Iron Thorns is going to respond, however, with the Psychic Noise onto Basculegion. Gets a really good hit there as well. And Basculegion is now prevented from being able to heal as Garganacl follows it up with the Dragon Hammer, bringing the hammer down onto that Alolan Raichu, and Iron Thorns does feel the effects of that poisoning for the last time. It has been eliminated from this matchup, leveling the playing field at 3 versus 3. And Raichu continues to make that uproar as out comes Colossal back onto the field and is immediately met by the uproar. Not very effective there from Raichu. Basculegion is going to follow it up with the foul play, going for Garganacl, eliminating Garganacl from this matchup. The Pastore Cascade have taken the lead in this exhibition, and Colossal is going to respond with the Burning Jealousy, connecting with both Raichu and Basculegion for not very effective damage. And Basculegion is no longer prevented from being able to heal as Raichu continues to make that uproar, and Dreadnought does come back out onto the field now as well. And that not very effective uproar has put Colossal into knockout range, and the Volt Tackle follow-up from Basculegion is going to finish Colossal off with that 1-2 combination hit. Dreadnought is all by itself on the field here as Basculegion does get the recoil damage from that Volt Tackle. And going for its fellow water types, we get the stored power from Dreadnought onto Raichu, putting it in the knockout range, and Raichu has finally calmed down on the field and is going to go with the Ice Spinner now onto its fellow water type, although it's only going to be its fellow water type for a short period of time. And the Chloroblast now from Basculegion will be avoided by Dreadnought, keeping Dreadnought in this matchup as it responds with the lunge onto Basculegion. Not very effective. Basculegion is also in knockout range, and its attack stat has been lowered. Raichu is going to go with the Solar Blade. It's going to begin to absorb the light on this turn. This is going to do massive damage to Dreadnought if it connects. Basculegion first is going to go with the Torch Song. It is going to boost its special attack in doing so, but does very little damage to Dreadnought, heavily tanking that move as Dreadnought is going to go for the Fire Pledge onto Raichu. Raichu is able to hold on, which means it is going to be able to finish off its Solar Blade, bringing that blade down onto Dreadnought, getting a little bit of redemption back for the Pastore Cascade as their season has been ended here today in a massive upset. The Akala Capsules have been bringing it during this Victory Road series. And next round, they will be facing either, next week, they will be facing either the winner of the 4-Tree Tempest or the Lumineers glitches. But until then, Nidorina's Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome. And I'll see you when you see me.